Screwed you over.
What? Yeah, the 60KK drop was really rough. That was really rough. Hello to everybody in chat. How are you? How are you? We've got the crew over here. Good job, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
about
you
that
took
game,
such
though.
a commanding first round both times.
Well, yeah. This is something that a lot of people have a tough time with Amy, where I just have like a particular set play that I do that tends to work
Immediately.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Because the whole idea is just to get red as soon as possible, so I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, so that way you can just like play a real game for the rest of it.
And the important thing is that, so like he would agree with me. He was checked out by the time that the super didn't connect.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing the round and a bar. So
that's like such a mental like evacuation.
Yeah,
right there.
and then at that point he was waking up like every single time. He was doing the same kind of set. He was checked out on the second game.
Yeah.
So,
what was up with the 3 consecutive CS?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Just like,
do I not know how to break that? How do you break that?
You just mash.
That's what I was trying to do. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like
the first one for sure got me. The second one, I was like, really? And the third one was like, wait, like it legitimately led me to believe that like, oh, this is actually harder to break than I thought. There must be a different input that I have to put in other than mashing. Well, that's what I fucking did. So I don't know.
Everyone
what to tell
sits there mashing, and they're like, "Why didn't I break?"
Yeah, that's what that's what I was trying to do. I don't know.
That moves. I was at Jordan's house, so we actually.
Yeah.
Where's your control? I actually was in Jordan's house, and I'm like, all right.
I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
CS here doesn't work, and I'm like, all right. At this beats per minute, CS now still hitting me. I'm like, all right.
So you have to be okay.
And then now I was breaking it 100% of the time. And then I was doing it, and I'm like, wow, this actually works. And then he got one in between it. And I was like, you're insane.
No, yeah, I was wrong on like every coil mix-up. I even told him that if I do a video on that set, after we like restarted and everything, I was like, by the way, if I do a video about this, I'm going to tell everybody that you paused. So that he didn't. And he was literally like, dude, don't do that. And I was like, I'm going to do that.
He didn't, but I'll put a comment there and say,
who is this? Linkorz and who?
Linkorz and MyGrass.
MyGrass. MyGrass is the Garo player in that case.
He's the New Jersey Garo player.
Okay, so so Linkorz decided not to go with the mirror match, which I assume makes sense. And he gets a ring out there. Definitely want to just eat the low in that situation for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
You don't want to get rung out.
Realistically, if you're gonna guess on the mix-up anyways, you might as well eat the low.
You see him duck under that 6A? That was BS.
Yeah. Oh man, I always feel weird whenever you hit Siegfried while he's back turned and he stops back turn.
Yeah,
it terrifies me of getting GI'd by the Chief Hold B.
Also, MyGrass has a little bit of a hard time with this due to the fact that Geralt already isn't exactly the best character at beating people from character ignorance. He's a pretty straightforward character, but also tough to believe that MyGrass has something that Linkorz hasn't seen with this character before.
Yeah, but I mean, like, MyGrass doesn't play gimmicky at all. Like, he doesn't. There's nothing he really does that.
That's a mistake. I think you should. This is Soul Calibur 6. You should absolutely play gimmicky.
Yeah. So what's interesting about 68+B there is I know you can ukemi to one direction if you didn't ukemi the first hit. But almost everyone just mashes ukemi, gets hit by the first, and then they're locked into the second. It's unfortunate.
I wonder if Linkorz thinks that this is a good matchup for Sig. Nice whip punish. That's really hard to do. He whip punished AGA. It wasn't a just frame AGA, but still pretty good.
He's been very adamant about like not holding on to meter. Like if he has a CU whip punish opportunity, he'll do it.
See, that's the thing though, is that were it oh, I really wish that he had done 60 plus K there instead. I think that would have been more damage. Really?
Ooh.
He decides to do fire in that situation. That's very interesting to me. Nice jump kick. A la Linkorz.
You know, he's
a challenge.
He's not exactly playing poorly.
No, he's playing fine.
It's just I feel like it's so.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, he really wants to get out of that corner.
Yeah, that +2 on AGA has been extremely frustrating for people to deal with.
Could he have not sidestepped there? That's a real shame.
Yep.
So he's not dead yet.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
you can't do it on startup like that. You know, you got to wake up and you have to block.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I don't know, an Amy parry or something.
Now, I've been finding that AGA being +2 now is actually
a problem.
Very much a problem.
A gigantic problem.
Very much a problem.
A miserable, miserable problem.
Because it's like it used to be that it's like if AGA happened, your faster buttons were fine.
Yeah.
Now it's like you are locked into doing an AA, an I-12 basically. Otherwise, you're going to get counter hit by B6.
There's either something I don't understand about Siegfried, or I'm correct in saying that like Siegfried versus Amy is one of the worst matchups in the game.
You think so?
I mean I have
base
such a
hold
hard
is a
time with
huge-
it. Yeah, exactly. The risk reward, even when I have purple, it's barely in my favor.
Yeah.
Let alone doing red only. So maybe it's just something about me. Good punish. I wish he was less active. I wish the Geralt player was a little bit less active on AGA on block. Again, because of the +2 thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like AGA on block is one of those moments where you know what, just like eat whatever's going to happen after.
Or you want to do something like 1A to tech under another AGA or something.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with like using the meter for some sort of slow get-in. Geralt isn't exactly the best at getting in or doing stuff getting in once he's in.
Yeah, absolutely. I also think that, okay, yeah,
that's good.
still hits.
But Sig is one of his counters. Sig counters Geralt.
A lot of characters. I think Siegfried counters a lot of characters and has very few matchups where it feels like he's still not in a position to win almost all the time.
Man, playing against Linkorz is always so incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
It would be amazing if I could play against him in tournament, but he for some reason didn't pick Siegfried.
What, do you always pick Geralt against him in tournament? Or?
No, I think it would be really cool if I didn't have to play against a Siegfried when I play Amy.
Oh. I wish I could fight his Geralt
Ooh,
in
yeah,
tournament,
you
but he
can't.
refuses to pick anything else.
Definitely don't want to be using the parry when Siegfried is in a stance that has a break attack. AKA when he's in a stance.